Hey guys, Ala Esther Levy here, and today on Recognize Your Level of Crazy and Manage It with EQ, we're going to talk about how to manage the crazy, how to manage the crazy when you need to accept the crazy, right? So, as you know, this community is all about learning how to recognize and then manage our crazy. And the truth is that, as we've already known and as we already see in the world, we all have it. We all have a little bit of this crazy going on. And it's just a matter of recognizing our own and then being able to manage it with the variety of tools that are available to us everywhere. So, for example, some of these things that I will be talking about in my book as it's coming together very nicely is, one of the tools is acceptance. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Acceptance. Acceptance of who we are. Acceptance of the fact that we all have this level of crazy. And that we came down to Earth School to overcome and transform this level of crazy. Now, what does that mean exactly? It means that we are all on a spiritual path and that we are here to learn by doing. And what does that mean? That means when you're in relationship, for example, relationships are probably the most comprehensive and quickest way to learn about our level of crazy. And it could be a partnership, like a romantic partnership. It could be a business partnership. Could be a family member. Could be friendships. Could be coworkers. So any relationship that you have, and it also could be with yourself, right? Relationship with yourself, because we are in relationship with everything on this earth. So with nature, with the different people around us, with ourselves, with pretty much everything. Everything is a relationship. And so relationship is going to bring up our stuff. It's going to trigger. It's going to do a lot of things to bring up these schmutz, right? As we call it, this schmutz. And it's going to come up and it's going to want to be transformed. And so one of the most important ways one of the tools, like I said, what the tool we're talking about today is acceptance of this schmutz. And to be able to really accept yourself in this process. So as I started to speak about relationship, there's a lot of times where a relationship, let's say with a partner or someone close to you, the schmutz comes out and then you guys have a fight or you have an argument and it just feels yuck, right? Because now your stuff is coming up, their stuff is coming up, and you may feel like, man, I didn't mean to go there. I didn't mean to create an upset about this. And now there's an upset about this. And now I feel really bad about it because the person's upset, I'm upset. I don't want to be upset with them. I want to be in unity with them. And so, and so now there's this like energy of like this somewhat of a dysfunction between the two of you, right? It's like a distance, a space. And so it feels sad. It feels heavy. And nobody really wants that. We want to be in unity. We want to be in harmony. And so one of the things that could come up for us is, man, I suck. And I'm not good enough. And so the not good enough stuff comes up now. So I'm not good enough. I'm not capable. I'm not good in relationship. I'm all these things. And so now you have all this other stuff that's coming up, right? So that's the work, guys. That's the work. To be able to say, okay, we had a thing. We had a moment. It was not pretty. It definitely got messy. But I'm going to work on myself to, to work on my work on my crazy now, right? And understand why I was triggered, understand what I did wrong, apologize to the person, take ownership, take accountability, and then just let them, give them some space. You take some space and just trust, right? Have faith that if you're working on you, and hopefully the person is working on themselves, and everybody's taking ownership of their own crazy, and then we practice acceptance of our crazy, acceptance that we are this way. We are this way for a reason. We came to Earth School to learn, to overcome these things. We're not perfect. Parts of us are excellent, but we're not perfect. And so part of the growing and the learning is to have that acceptance and to not now go down this rabbit hole of I suck, I'm not good enough, and the world is going to fall apart, and now I have to go do something drastic. So take it easy, relax, maybe take a day or two to just, let the dust settle, and practice some. There's a prayer out there. It's a Hawaiian prayer. Many people know about this prayer, but if you don't, I hope I can pronounce it. It's called Ho'oponopono. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Or I think the order goes, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And that prayer is really for yourself. Number one, because forgive yourself for making the mistake. Forgive yourself for not being 100% perfect, which you're not supposed to be. So you are perfect technically because you're exactly the messy that you're supposed to be so that you can fix it. So just acknowledge yourself and, forgive yourself, and then forgive the other, because they're also trying, and they're also here on Earth School trying to do their best. So with that, guys, I hope this helps. I always do these videos mostly for myself, because it's a reminder to me to keep my level of crazy in check. And, nobody's life is perfect. We all have things going on, and we all have things to overcome. And so, I hope that we continue to grow and learn every day. Every day is a process. So anyway, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel and subscribe. And all the best to you. And remember, when you know and understand yourself, the world will know and understand you too. And remember, what's the best that can happen? Okay, guys, take care.